I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
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 I'm Code Red Lawson.
Let's go. I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
And this is
The Manalist, Matt Singer.
Who's on here?
Went from behind the camera, coming to in front of the camera.
And that's not the only thing coming on him.
Okay.
Sorry. Hey,
Fantasy Nightcap. That's where it's at. If you would like to know where to get your fantasy team at.
right. I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, little rapping.
We're going to take a little quick pause. We're going to bring him on, put him right in the middle ski because, hey.
You ready for this? Wait, little editing magic here. Ready? Scoot over just a tad.
All right.
You ready?
There it is.
Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Boom. And Jimmy
And
is
just magically
here. What
appears.
is up? That's right. Dipski for the show ski.
Dipski to start it off when we start talking this shit, huh?
That's right. This is Blue Collar Sports Talk.
Welcome back to Blue Collar Sports Talk.
Now this is Blue Collar Sports. Let's talk some shit.
Let's talk some shit.
Let's talk some shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Been looking forward to this all day. Talking some shit. It's my favorite pastime. Fucking love Modelo.
How you folks doing? I'm Mark Saxton.
Joey Cundiff.
And this is
Lenny Jones. Lenny Jones, born in Oakland, California. I played baseball growing up. I played basketball growing up. I didn't play football until my senior year in high school.
Right. Well, good to be with you guys this morning. How's it going?
Pretty good. We can't thank you enough for taking the time to do this with us. And you're on Blue Collar Sports Talk.
All right, blue collar. You guys look blue collar.
That's a fact.
Also with us from the Savannah Bananas, Matt Wolf.
Yeah, it's, long journey here, I'm one of the older guys on this team. I'm 34, I got a family. So I've been through a little bit, grew up small town Oklahoma boy, just a good old small town back home, a lot of good people. Grew up on 1,500 acres, actually, a ranch that had been in the family for generations.
Listen, let us know about Rick.
My name is Rick Curdy, founder and CEO of the Charlotte Bats. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I lived in Las Vegas for 5 years, from 2001 to 2006. Moved to Charlotte from 2006 till now. And about 6-7 years ago, I came up with this crazy idea of wanting to bring a Major League Baseball team to Charlotte because I love baseball and I love Charlotte.
My name is Drew Brown. I'm an ACL Pro. ACL stands for the American Cornhole League. They were established, I think, around 2015. I've been a pro for them for about 4 years now, I believe. Before that, I was an ACO pro, which if you guys are kind of into WWE and WCW and WWF, it was just a rival company of the ACL. So I made the transition after being a pro in the ACO for 3 or 4 years to switch over to the ACL. A lot of people that are familiar with the sport are so because of either TikTok or something like that or ESPN. So ACL is the premier league for cornhole that has been shown on ESPN. They also have the USA cornhole team and everything else. So I'm excited to be a part of the ACL now, and they're doing huge things. It's only getting bigger.
All right, I'm Jay Lawrence. I am from Cape Coral, Florida, which is southwest Florida by Fort Myers. 46 years old, and I own the Florida Stingrays.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so basically I'm Dan. I grew up in Stony Point, New York in the freezing cold. But basically just been playing baseball my whole life, and that's basically it. Nothing crazy with me, but yeah, just a big baseball player, I guess you could say.
First and foremost, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. I just want to give you a
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well deserved. They took their time on it. We didn't agree with it. Hey, but we got there.
Yeah, they took 38 years. How old are you guys? Are you 38 years old?
I'm only 29. I'm 22, so.
Yeah, see that? 38 years. I waited longer than you're living.
Both my locks hit. And both of our locks have been hitting since that Chiefs Colts debacle.
Yeah.
We are
been,
we are
perfect.
8-1.
Yeah.
On our locks.
Yeah. Folks, if it wasn't for the Chiefs, we'd be perfect.
Yeah. Fuck you, Chiefs.
Play, anything. To be successful in anything, you got to be competitive. Now, from some of the stories I hear, it kind of reminds me, I like the Diamondbacks a lot. A little bit of Zach Greinke in there where he's like, no, I can hit a home run. I'm a pitcher, but I can hit a home run. You can hit a home run, right? Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of my personality, It's kind of funny you say that because I can just remember back in college, I was an infielder and I'm like, put me on the mound, Right. But now I'm playing for the Bananas. I finally get the opportunity to pitch, and I'm like, hey, put me in the infield. Yeah. It's like, so I just want to play. I want to have a good fun, have a good time, and I want to compete too because, like you say, if it's not competitive, it's no fun for us, and it's no fun for the fans either. A lot of people are pretty skeptical of banana ball because they think it's staged like the Globetrotters. It's actually not. It may seem like that sometimes in some scenarios, but absolutely nothing is staged as far as the game goes. Celebrations, stuff like that might be kind of planned out, but as far as the competitive nature of the game, it's not staged. And I don't think the players would want it that way. We wouldn't have any fun that way.
But you guys had actually asked about our outreach stuff.
Yes. Right, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, when we started, like I said, it was all just donations and stuff, but like our coach that we had, Chris Moran, he's also my partner in the company. He has always been really dedicated to like outreach and doing things with the kids. Like we started this before we even had a team on the field. We started doing free youth football camps. Actually, a name you guys will probably know, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
He was actually at our very first youth football camp that we did. He was about to go to college, and then we had one of his brothers that played for us for a couple of years.
Nice.
So,
amazing.
But that's how we really started. And then Coach Morant, he started a youth football program with our police here in the city, the Police Athletic League, and he. They've done that for the last, I think they're going on their 4th season. We've had, we do a monthly foster child outreach, where actually COVID screwed that up a lot in the last, but each month we either get our players to go somewhere or we just kind of, we support a group of foster kids and we take them out to like, they took them to Busch Gardens this summer. We do just like go to the beach or just to get them out and show them that there's people that care, and that's actually a partnership. My church does a lot of the work with that. They like fund it a lot and everything like that, but we help what we can. Our part is more trying to get the players involved with the kids. That's kind of what we want to do. Like, yeah, we want our players to become better football players, but we also want them to, to help them become better mentors in the community, stuff like that.
I had a lot of ups and downs in high school, man. I was a bad kid. I was a good kid. I was a bad kid. I was a good kid. I was lost.
Right.
I spent some time in juvenile hall. I got kicked out of school. It was all up and down, but I always knew I wanted to be something.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been athletic, so I just always knew what I wanted to do, but I had to go through some shit to realize what that really was. So,
and I still don't understand why North Carolina's never had a Major League Baseball team. We just got everything here: mountains, beaches. We got a football team, the Panthers, and we got the Hornets, and we got a hockey team in Raleigh. We got everything, and it's like, why not MLB? So I had to make a decision. Either I wait and just hopefully we'll get one, or do something about it. And so I'm a go-getter. I want to do something about it, and here we are.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
So that makes it.
Showing them up.
You don't see a Super Bowl ring in Arizona, so that's what they look like.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was really blessed to kind of live that life growing up. It was an awesome childhood, you know. And my dad was, you know, good enough to me to let me play a little ball instead of having to work out on that ranch all the time. To be honest with you, he kind of spoiled me, you know. So I grew up loving the game of baseball, you know, got the privilege to play a little college ball after high school. Went on into coaching right after I got out of college, you know, and enjoyed that for a while, for about 5 years, and then became a fireman, which my dad was a fireman too. Come from generations of firefighters as well. So, you know, just trying to live on their legacy, you know, and then just here recently, you know, got to experience this wild ride of joining the Savannah Bananas. So at a later age, it's really been a miracle, really, to be honest with you.
Hey, you're barely getting into your prime. Come on now, you're underselling it.
Nice, cool, very cool. Can you tell us how you got into it, how it started, and then you know how you went pro? Like, give us the little journey there. You know, the struggles, triumphs, things like that.
Yeah. So I've been playing, not professionally or in the top of the game. I've been playing for about 15 years. Professionally, I'd say around 8 or 9. I don't think I actually turned pro till 2013, 2014. So I played at that level for a while, but I mean, it takes a lot to get over that hump to actually get that pro card. But I started out 15 years ago. We was at a Thanksgiving with my cousins, and I got a big family. They're all pretty close and everything. And my cousin brought a set of cornhole boards, and I never heard of the game in my life. And I'm a pretty competitive person. I played baseball and football, basketball all my life. So as soon as he got them out, and he beat me about every time we played, I was like, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm originally from Ohio, so all this was up in Ohio. Okay. So from Thanksgiving until the next Thanksgiving, mind you, there's snow and cold on the ground for 5 of those months. And so I sat inside and I practiced for a year. And to this day, he hasn't beat me yet. But
nice.
Shout out Wes Phillipson, just in case you watch this, you still don't have it.
I'm going with the Pods tomorrow.
Okay.
And I don't give a fuck. Yes, this is fucking bias.
There you go.
Okay. But I see it going the distance as well. I see us winning in LA in Game 5. Now, mark my words. You heard it here first. If, and only if, the Padres beat the Dodgers, no one is stopping them. That World Series is ours.
In the San Diego Padre roster, for my workhorse of the week, fuck the Dodgers. I was the only one saying it. Let's go.
I'm going to start this one off. I'm super excited. Padres find their way back in the NLCs. First time since 98. I'm super stoked. I'm saying Padres in 5. They're getting it done. Everything's coming together. The pitching's looking good. The bats are coming alive when they need it to come alive. Hey, just like in 98, we are keeping the faith.
Woo. I like that. And I love it because I got the Padres winning every single game against Philly. Hey, the first game didn't count. It was preseason. Hey, Pods sweeping. Pods sweeping.
I love it.
That's what I got.
I love it. Jimmy, what you got?
I got Padres 4-2. I say we're gonna get 3-1, and the Phillies are gonna surprise, get a second one, and then the Padres are gonna shut them down for Game 6. So
what a 4-2. What a fan you are.
Cody, what you got?
Dude, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be back and forth. They're going to exchange punches. It's going to come down to a Game 7, and the Padres take it home. Padres going back to the World Series in 7, baby.
I love it. I love it.
We all agree.
Now,
Fuck the Phillies.
So,
Fuck Philly. That's right.
So you guys,
the pitch.
you guys are calling for a Padres Astros World Series. I'm calling for a Padres Yankees World Series.
I would love to see Padres Yankees World Series, but I see it realistically Padres Astros. I agree with
a 98 rematch.
I agree with Jimmy on that. I just think that the Astros are too strong.
I never hated what Tom has done for the game.
I've always been a Tom fan, and what the media has done to his name after this, and what they've done and brought up his marriage over and over again. Lee, what the fuck does that have to do with sports?
Just absolutely destroying the man.
Like, what does that have to do with sports? If it's bothering him when he's playing, I'm sure he would say it by now. And if he doesn't even have to.
Yeah, and if it is affecting his game, it's none of your damn business.
And another thing that I saw today, and I agreed with Colin on this one. I agree with Colin on some things, okay? I listen more for his analogies. I'm younger. He's married like 4 times. I don't know. A few times. I don't want to disrespect the man that way. Like we just been saying. It was just a joke. But what he was talking about Tua getting concussed, he goes, it's up to the man to decide if he wants to play after a doctor has cleared him. Don't leave it up to the team. If the man wants to play and he knows after all this scientific research about CTE, brain development after so many concussions, why not let the man decide if he wants to? If that is what you want to do, there's only 32 starting quarterback jobs in the world in the NFL.
Yeah.
And if he wants to fight for it, let him fight for it. And I agree. That's the stand I take. If you're concerned about his health, maybe if you have some kind of contact to it, you ask him a few questions, you make sure he's okay. But if he wasn't competent enough to make his own decisions, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Well, here's my thing too, folks, is I'm sick and tired of this concussion talk because he's had a lot go on with him. And if he wants to make the decision to play, it shouldn't be, well, we got to talk to the doctor. If he's coherent enough, like you just said, I'm sick of them going after Tua. I'm sick of them going after the Dolphins. We don't know.
The NFL already hired a neuro doctor to be on the sidelines during every NFL game to evaluate for concussions. They are doing everything they can. This is the one time I'm on the side of the NFL for doing anything.
And as a matter of fact, none of us, even those sports experts, aren't knowledgeable in anything in the medical field.
No.
So everything that's being spoken about is strictly speculation.
And Jimmy can go fuck himself in this way. He may know how to keep you breathing, but he don't know what the fuck's going on in your brain.
Jimmy's a second responder.
There we go.
He works on an ambulance.
I kind of want everybody's opinion. It's being a lot of shit talked out there right now. They're saying that teams like the Padres and Phillies have only won because of, teams sitting too long, the wild card not working out the way that they had liked, and it's a lot of excuses to me. Me personally, I feel that's bullshit. Give credit where credit is due. If that's the case, then why did the Rockies, when there was a 1-game playoff back in 2002?
Wait, 8? Against the Padres? Or 2006? When Matt Holliday slid in?
No, 2006 we got swept by the Cardinals. But I want to say it was like 2002, 2003 area.
2004 maybe.
Well, no, 04 was the Red Sox year.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, I'm thinking it was when the Rockies had that like 20-game win streak in September.
Because they went in as a wild card.
Okay.
They went in as a wild card. I want to say it was 02. Anyhow.
He was playing 2K.
Anyhow, the Rockies beat the Padres in a 1-game playoff like how it used to be, and they came back to win the World Series. Now, I personally think everybody fucking plays for that essential first-round bye. Everybody plays for that extra rest. I'm sick and tired because of the fucking Dodgers lost that all these sports experts want to say, oh, it's because the Padres and the Phillies, well, they got their game going. They got to be on a rally. They got that momentum. They got this. They got that. Fuck that. Everybody was talking shit about the Padres when the Dodgers won the division. And they said, oh, they deserve this. They're going to do great things because they lost. We're going to change our minds. Fuck that.
So
Yeah, I'm saying,
my opinion on that one is,
come on.
let's not forget this the trade deadline. That changed everything because the Padres were an 80-win team, but getting Juan Soto and Josh Bell was huge, and Hader was huge, but in opposite ways.
Right.
You know, it is what it is.
I think at a 40 ERA.
Something miserable. But that really changed the spark of this team. Now, if you don't get Juan Soto and Josh Bell and Tatis is still suspended, we're talking something totally, we might not be having this conversation here.
Right.
The Padres are a very well constructed team. That is it. They beat the Dodgers. The Dodgers were beating up on the Padres, even with Juan Soto. It was about time the Padres just stood up and said, you know what? I'm not going to let you fucking punk me anymore. And I think literally that's what's happened. Everybody plays for that bye. You don't get worse when you have a bye. You get healthier and you get more reps. You get to watch more film. You know, one of the two teams you're playing, you're golden. You don't have to look forward. You literally are watching who is going to play you. There's no reason to have this conversation, in my opinion.
Agreed.
How much time we got?
We got 10 minutes.
For real? So speaking of which, you just touched on it a little bit. Why don't you walk us through? Let's start with the beginning of the injury, all the way to the end. How it affected you, how it made you better, how it made you worse, your mindset, all of it.
Okay, so I'll take it back to my junior year of college. So I started every game that I pitched. Opening day in New York, March 1st, was terrible. Obviously, we had snow on the ground. It's like 30 degrees. I pitched all 9 innings. Then every other start after that, I pitched 5 more starts, maybe 6 more starts. After that, I had maybe 8-9 innings was my lowest amount of innings pitched in a game. Every start, I went 8 or 9. So I was kind of like just thrown to the wolves. So then my last outing, my junior year, I pitched like 140 something pitches in like 30-degree weather in like the beginning of April. So I went to go throw a midweek bullpen, and this is just getting prepped for playing Lemoyne College, who had the D2 Player of the Year, Josiah Gray, who's now a big leaguer for the Nationals. And JoJo's a good friend of mine. We keep in touch here and there. Both grew up around the same area. And obviously, I knew the hype for the game was unreal. Like, kids getting looked at by all 30 teams. Cross-checkers are going to be there. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting some looks, but this is where it's going to be my shot. Like, I'm doing great this year. Like, here we go. Like, let's put my name out there. Throw my midweek pen. Forearm didn't feel great. I was like, what the heck's going on? Like, what the fuck? And then I go to the trainer's room, and he's like doing tests on me and stuff like that. And there was just like nothing wrong. He did all the UCL strain tests and stuff like that. He's like, I don't see anything wrong there. So he's like, let's get an MRI. So I go to our school doctor, and basically he was just like, everything seems normal. Then we get the results back. I get told I have a full UCL tear. So I was just like, great, here we go. It's like on top of the world to rock bottom. I had shit. So I went to Dr. Chris Ahmad, who's the Yankees doctor, and I showed him my MRI, and he goes, dude, I don't see a tear here. He goes, I don't see a UCL tear. He goes, I just think you have forearm inflammation. So he gave me some pills to take, and then a month later I was able to throw again without any issues. So then my senior year I had no issues, didn't miss a start or relief appearance, any bullpens. And then I got drafted by the Brewers that year, and I failed MRIs with them. They MRI'd the entire pitching staff who got drafted. And basically, I kept looking at the board like, all right, let's see what field I'm on, what practice field am I on. Haven't seen my name up there. So then I go in the office. The guy tells me that they didn't like my MRI, and they were shipping me home. So I sent that MRI over to Dr. Ahmad, and he didn't he liked it. He was like, dude, there's nothing wrong. He's like, I don't see a tear. Like, I don't see nothing. Like, I don't know why you got released. And I'm like, neither do I. I don't understand what the hell's going on. So then I start reaching out to other teams who had interest, and I'm just like, hey, I just want to let you know I got released due to this, this, and this. I have MRIs from my junior year and the Brewers. And the Rangers reach out. They're like, hey, can you please send us that MRI? So we sent it over, and they were like, yeah, like everything checks out. Like, come on down. So I go back down to Arizona, their spring training site, and I'm thinking I'm getting ready to sign. Nope, another MRI. This is all within a month later. So I got drafted in June, got picked up at the end of July. And then a couple days later, they tell me they don't like what they saw in the MRI. So I got canned again. So I got sent home. So I sent both MRIs to Dr. Ahmad. I sent them to Dr. James Andrews too, who like does all of Major League Baseball. So I sent both discs, and they were both listening like, there's no tear. Dr. Andrews like, I wouldn't give you Tommy John surgery. Like I wouldn't do it. And Ahmad's like, listen, if you want to go through with it and get it done, like we could do it. I'll do it for you. So I said, fuck it, let's just go under the knife and get it done. So
Right.
I got Tommy John surgery for no UCL tear.
Damn, that seems fucking rough. You know, you were talking about how nobody wanted to mess with you. Did you get that? When did you develop that chip? Was that when you went undrafted and made the roster? Or did you always have that burning chip where nobody's going to mess with Drew?
Had it. Always had it. Grew up with it. You grew up with 3 brothers and 3 sisters. You got a little chip on your shoulder, you know. You're almost fighting for everything. You're fighting for space at the table. You're fighting for food. You're fighting for the bathroom. You're fighting to sleep in the best bed and not sleep on the floor and stuff like that. So you always had a little chip on your shoulder. But that, you know, that's what always has motivated me. When somebody tells me I couldn't do something, or I always want to try to prove them wrong, you know, not getting drafted into the NFL, they're telling me I'm not good enough. I think I'm good enough as the guys that, you know, that year in my class at Tulsa got drafted, you know. So I'm thinking about the guys, and I look at the receivers that got drafted that year. I'm thinking I'm good enough with those guys. How could they tell me I'm not good enough?
Something that I've said that apparently on the Facebook world, which motherfuckers like to hate on me for this topic, is Kevin Holland deserves to be ranked.
Yes, he does.
Why is that such a controversial topic? Why do I go through so much shit about the people that he's fought? About, yeah, he lost to Khamzat. Khamzat's going to win a belt in the next year. Why is that such a hot topic that Kevin Holland is not ranked?
The only argument that I could see on why him not being ranked is
it the weight class?
Because him jumping up and down in weight classes. That's only the thing. But even then, it's not his fault because he had to go up and fight Cosmo.
Now I'm Irish as fuck, right?
So he's calling shenanigans.
Okay, fair. Let's hear it.
Next show.
Drunken shit.
I love shenanigans. Let's fucking hear it.
The Irish that way. Why did Conor get the title fight when he jumped up a weight? Right? We can all agree he got a title fight. Like that's knowledge. He got a title fight when he jumped up a rank. Why does Kevin Holland get punished when he has to jump up a rank because Khamzat failed to make weight? Why
honestly?
Why against Holland?
If you want me to give you my honest answer, it's because Conor sells fucking tickets.
I believe TCU is going to win out. Yes, I believe that Michigan. I know that most people don't believe this. Ohio State and Michigan, if one loses, they're gone. Right. The Big Ten's not that strong. It really isn't. There's some good teams there, though. Illinois has a great defense. Michigan played them tough this last week. Or Illinois played Michigan tough, we should say that. Maryland played Ohio State tough because Ohio State's offense is inconsistent. Yeah. Michigan's going to win this game. This is the game of the year. And I'm just going to bring it back to that, man. If you got something to say, let me fucking know.
Now, okay, let me interject. Joey.
Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I just want to say you moved too fast for me. We're talking about TCU. And I just want to say one of the greatest Horned Frogs ever was fucking LT. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Very true.
Oh!
Can't argue
I
with
forgot.
that. You cannot argue with that.
Baby. Jerry Hughes was one of the greatest Horned Frogs ever. I love that motherfucker. Go Bills.
But hey. Fucking LT, let's go. I don't need to say anything. There's a little.
Yeah, there you go. Horny fucks, right? They just fucking leap their way in there.
That's right. What were you gonna say, Cody?
Okay, all right.
I'll let you talk.
Now, Joey, you're clearly leaning Ohio State. I mean, I would say leaning. You're picking Ohio State.
Well, you're right.
fucking sucking them off.
I already.
You can see that.
I got a nice little wager on that money line, which I think is crazy. Michigan.
Well, I don't trust the money line in a rival.
Okay, but how about a little wager between us? You know, maybe some shots.
Oh, speaking of which, Cody, go ahead and take a shot. You owe me 3.
Oh my God, Cody!
I just wanted to
do.
I wanted to bring it up. I was thirsty.
You gotta listen to Mark,
Cody.
bro.
Cody, I'll put 2. Ohio, and it's just straight out wins. No.
Yep,
no
straight out.
Yeah.
So when Michigan mops the floor with them,
Are you putting a spread on there?
Wait, are we talking football right now or basketball?
We're talking football. We're about to get into the NFL.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
All right. So now
all right, there you go.
move
First
on.
one.
We're moving.
Hey, will this
to our
count? Can I
pick'em.
do one with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna slam the whole thing.
Well, that's a big shot. Yeah.
I'm a
just
gentleman.
big.
This is my first appearance on the show.
There you
Let's
go.
be real. I don't have to do what y'all do.
That's right.
I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
And this is Blue Collar Sports Talk. And first and foremost, thank you all for talking the mostest of shit all through 2022.
Yeah, it's been a good year to talk some shit.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, the Cowboys doing great. You know, the Tigers are going to be up there next year.
Padres, couldn't be more proud. We beat the Dodgers when it counted. Fuck LA.
Fuck Philly.
I mean,
Fuck Philly.
The Packers are heating up. We're going to have one hell of a New Year's party tonight. We're just a few hours out.
Yeah, I got some rest because gonna need it.
Gonna need
a lot
it.
of alcohol.
Gonna ring in the blue collar year.
Sorry, kidneys, but you are gonna be hungover tomorrow.
You have to work tonight, bud.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, this upcoming year, not only are we gonna continue to do the show, it's been fun, but we're gonna have a big announcement soon.
Big.
Sometimes
we're pregnant.
Sometimes things work out, and I think we might have something going our way. I think it might be possible.
Huge.
Since
I think we should kick off 2023 in a great kind of way. I agree with Kyrie. The Earth is flat.
I was gonna say he said a lot. I wasn't gonna jump on you.
I was gonna wait, kind of let it build up. You know, like which way you gonna take this?
I love Kyrie, but the Earth is definitely not flat.
No.
Why
can you roll a ball and it rolls?
Hey, you want to know why? Because you and I aren't scientists. Neither is Kyrie, and we cannot describe gravity, physics, or anything.
Then why are maps flat?
Same reason why books are, so we can read them. Well, we can't read, but
no, Kyrie.
We'll have someone read for us.
Kyrie, I don't agree with you at all in that statement.
Still love you.
Yeah.
Still love you. You know, my favorite, I think, of all year was when Canelo called out Messi and wanted to fight him.
Yeah. That was odd.
I still don't understand why.
Because Messi was changing and he thought there was a Mexican flag that Messi was cleaning his feet on.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it was just some team apparel stuff.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I mean, he's still my favorite boxer. Messi's still my favorite soccer player. It works.
Oh, I got some weird news that's going to really kick off 2023.
What you got?
And I don't know if this is very true. I did not fact check it whatsoever, but I just saw it on the internet. That some museum, like FIFA museum, whatever they do, they're going to get Pele's feet.
I don't know how that's going to happen.
Just straight off the body, like that. That's how it happened.
I hope not.
Well, I saw that on the internet. And the family was cool with it.
Well, that's their business, but RIP. Best to ever play the game.
One of.
Gonna be missed for sure. The other way we're gonna ring in 2023 is not only being extremely intoxicated by the time that hits, but we are also gonna be making sure that we're gonna be the fucking loudest on my street.
Yeah.
So, I mean, music, fireworks, the works.
I will be wearing a do-rag tonight.
Yeah, I will be wearing my people's clothes. It's gonna go down. Stay tuned on the gram for that. There will be pictures.
There will be.
Once again, thank you all for following. Thank you all for sticking around. We will be coming back. Not only will we be coming back, but we'll be coming back with a vengeance. Like I said, we got some big news. When we're able to announce it, we will.
We're about to go from AAA to the majors.
Yes. So
how much do you think Pele those feet are going to go for? The auction.
I'd have to say 500 mil each foot. They'd have to, right?
Yeah.
Scored a lot of goals.
He did.
So
that's just odd for me, you know. I hope it's not true.
Me either. Me either.
I read nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, once again, folks, thanks for talking shit for 2022. Y'all take care. Be safe tonight. Have a ball.